Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League. We are going to continue testing the best cards from the new set, New CAPENNA. And today we're going to be playing with Inspiring Overseer. This is 3 mana, 2/1 flying. When it enters the battlefield, gain 1 and draw a card. We haven't really seen anything at this rate. There was a card, I think it's Priest of Ancient Lore, that was 3 mana, 2/1 flying, gain 1, draw, but it did not have flying, and flying makes all the difference. This card should be pretty good, and we're playing it in this mono white Soul Sisters shell today. Real quick, gonna shout out the channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go there, subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out. Thank you so much. I'm recording live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboltgames. Now, let's get into a deck, and then let's get into the league. So we're mono white Soul Sisters. We have 4 Souls Attendant, 4 Soul Warden, and then this card, Lunarch Veteran. This card's actually been impressing me when I've played it kind of like on the side. I haven't really streamed with it that much, but it's basically a Soul Sister only for your side, but then it has Disturb for 2, comes back as a 1/1 flying, and when your creatures leave, you gain 1 life too. Now, what's our payoff for gaining all this life? We don't actually have that much of a payoff for gaining life, except for Unicorn. You have to kind of branch into other colors to get more life gain payoffs, but obviously it helps us race. It just helps us a lot against all the burn and aggressive strategies. So it still is good in the mid-range fights, or even just in other situations too, like even against Boggles. Sometimes you just get down 3 Soul Wardens and you just gain up to like 100 life or more. So these can gain a ton of life. The mana base is all plains, and then 4, I'm playing the full 4 step. I just think this is a good way for the deck to continue to grind and try to manage mana flood. And we still have a bunch of untapped lands. So another thing about this list compared to mono white lists in the past is this deck has so much card advantage baked into it. Thraben Inspector makes a clue that draws a card. Spirited Companion draws a card. Squadron Hawk draws 3 Squadron Hawks. Inspiring Overseer, gain 1, draw a card. Battle Screech makes 2 birds and then flashback for 2 more birds, so it's not actually card advantage, but 1 card that can make 4 tokens is pretty incredible. This actually might be the best card in the deck. And then I'm playing the full 4 Guardian's Pledge. White, white, 1, instant. White creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. This is basically our way to win. So we just gain life, go wide, and then try to Guardian's Pledge for the win. That's the strategy of this deck. You might notice as well, I have 0 copies of Journey to Nowhere in the main deck. It's just all creatures, and because Battle Screech is basically a creature too, and 4 Guardian's Pledge. So we're just trying to go wide, draw cards. You know, a lot of our creatures that replace itself is so good with something like Guardian's Pledge, because if they're trying to kill our creatures, we just continue to draw cards, eventually build up a little bit of a board, and then pledge them. As far as the sideboard, a couple of Circle Protection, 2 blue, 1 red, a couple Journey when we really need removal spells, 2 Revoke, 4 Dust to Dust, 2 Prismatic Strands for Wraths and things like that, plus just a solid card. We can't really discard it, but it's just a good card. And then 2 Patriarch Scorn, mostly for Boggles. I'm kind of excited for this one because sure, we don't have cantrips, we're a mono white deck, but we have a ton of card advantage. So I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Let's just go right into round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against KZRDS. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. And I'll just keep this hand. We don't really have the payoffs yet, but we have, turn 1 Soul Warden, turn 2 Soul Warden, Soul Warden. And then we can cycle this step for more gas. We have a Inspector that we can crack the clue for. So hopefully we're against Burn with this triple sister draw here. Okay, looks like Boros most likely. All right, quad sister draw, huh? We're going in. They play a lot of creatures too, so we might be gaining a ton of life off their creatures. See if Magic Online can handle all the triggers that this deck makes today. That is not always a sure thing. I actually might even just play Secluded Step. I haven't decided yet. Depends what we draw. Oh, it's Jeskai Ephemerate, it looks like, with a kind of an awkward draw. They could bolt one of my creatures, but I don't really care about that, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'll play Step. So I'm going to play Soul's Attendant, play Thraben. Because now we have 2 clues to crack, so we have a lot of ways to utilize our mana. I thought about attacking first, but I figured they would maybe bolt anyway. Always yes. Always yield. Play step. Wish I was playing your deck after 3 burn in a row. Yeah, lots of burn in the meta. There is a ton of burn in the Magic Online meta. Black red burn and straight red burn. So that's another reason why this deck is reasonably positioned right now. A lot of people say burn has a decent matchup against these Soul Warden decks, but I don't think it does. It's just they have to kill all your Soul Wardens, otherwise you just gain so much life. Look, we're already at 31 here. We get to gain 3 more next turn. Okay, Doggo is good. Let's start with that. And probably just play land Thraben, even though it's not mana efficient. I could draw the +2/+2 spell next turn. We want to just get in there. All right, 7 cards to 0, but our board is huge. We have 2 clues on the table as well to keep drawing. Crack, draw. There's step, cycle, draw. Okay. Just pass the turn here. I could attack with everything. I think that's just pretty greedy. I don't want to do that. They just get to kill like a Soul Warden just for 5 damage. I'd rather just continue to gain life. I am almost out of gas, but again, we have a lot of good draws here. Looks like they're probably going to have Counterspell as well, unfortunately. But I get to draw a card and then draw for turn. Let's go Clue. Okay, the Overseer is nice. That'll probably get countered, honestly. And Unicorn. All right, let's lead Overseer because I think they're going to counter it. And then we can resolve a Unicorn, grow it out of burn range, hopefully. Okay, nice. So now our Unicorn has 5 toughness. And if they play a creature, it just gets even bigger. So they have to double burn spell this right now. Can start crashing in with Unicorn. That was obviously a nice draw to draw Overseer there. Bait out the counterspell. Fire 2 of our Soul Wardens. That's pretty bad for us. Draw land is also pretty bad. If I attack with Thraben, and Unicorn, they could double block a Thraben. It's probably not worth at this point. I'll just attack with Unicorn. I'll play land because a lot of our things cantrip. So if we draw Overseer into 1-drop, we want to be able to do everything. I guess we could just play the land next turn too if that was the case, but still think it's probably better. Wow. Yeah, that deck plays a lot of Fire Ice, huh? It's going to be rough. We still have a 6/5, but I just cast Muldrifter. Okay. Inspiring Overseer, Battle's Reach. These are our best draws. Okay, nice. If we had just had 1 Soul Warden, we could have given this +4/+4, but no such luck. Maybe next turn attack with everything. Oh, I should have left back 1 Thraben, probably, but actually if they attack with Seagate, that's just totally fine with us. Do they have a 3rd fire? Oh, Cleansing Wildfire. They do have a 3rd fire, but it's the cleansing variety. And I just saw your message, Andreas. Yeah, I mean, we're playing a new card right now in Inspiring Overseer. So yes, we are trying out a new card. I'm going to attack with everything here. I don't want this game to go long because they have a much better late game than us. Need to try to end it. All right, they go chump, eat a bird, and I'll just play this. F6. They're at 6. If they're able to assemble... Oh, man, they had the Galblast. And they have Ephemerate. I was going to say, if they are able to assemble an Ephemerate loop here, we're in trouble. But they're at 6. Yeah, if they're able to... I have to always yes to this. If they're able to get back like Fire Ice and continue to Ephemerate, it's pretty bad. They need like an Archaeomancer here. Looks like they have Soul of Migration into another Ephemerate. All right, yeah. Looks like they've stabilized. Those fires were brutal. And we haven't been able to draw the +2/+2 card yet. And they probably have counter as well. Jeez. Okay, no attacks. And then they draw 2 more cards here. I think we're dead. Maybe this matchup's kind of tough. With all the fires, they're going to get to bring in cannonades. Yeah. We're not that fast. But we did draw, a third of our deck, and we just didn't see any of our overruns. And if they don't have a counterspell, and I attack with everything, overrun, like, kill your board, that might be enough to steal a win here. And they're attacking. That's pretty greedy from them. This doesn't really do much. I'm not going to attack. We might not want to F6. In case they counter this, I can flash it back. Okay. By flashback, I mean disturb as well. Bingo Banjo, what's up? Oh, they're attacking with everything? I'm not going to block. I'm at 40. They're at 6. That means they probably have another Soul of Migration. Maybe just more Ephemerates. Really need to draw the +2/+2 right now. And they likely just can counter anyway, so I think we didn't quite get there this time. Our deck feels fine though. Okay, let's concede. I mean, I guess I just attack with all and then they Ephemerate and then we concede. I guess I even just keep playing, I don't know. I don't think we can win. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious that they had Ephemerate there if they were going to attack with everything. Maybe they get a little too brazen and attack with all to try to end it, and then we can steal in with that overrun if we draw it and resolve it somehow. But they've drawn almost their entire deck here. They have only 17 cards left in library now. So they almost certainly have one of the last 2 counters. Let's just take a big hit. Stonehorn, that locks it up. All right, GG. I think we're gonna bring in the strands. Not gonna sideboard too much. I guess actually I'm gonna just try to kill their lands as well. I think that's a good play. Because keeping them off colors seems like a solid way to win. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I just don't need Revoke and I just go Dust to Dusts. I like that. And to play around the Fire Ices, we can cut a lot of our Soul Sisters because, as we saw, gaining life isn't what really matters in this matchup. Sure, it's good with Unicorn, but it's just so bad against Fire Ice. I wonder if I cut 2 Unicorns or just cut even more Soul Sisters and just be like mono white aggro. Because I think I don't need to gain life against them. Maybe I do this. Well, then Unicorn is terrible too. And just play like 2 Soul Sisters and 0 Unicorns. I mean, maybe we want to try to combo to make a big Unicorn. It's tough to say. Unicorn does seem pretty bad. Especially when I guess I still have Lunarch Veterans. I could just have a really light Unicorn package. And again, I think keeping them off mana might be the way to go. They're gonna have 4 Fire Ice and Cannonades. It just seems so risky to have like a bunch of these in my deck. Again, I only have this combo, but it might just be fine. Let's just do this. All right. Yeah, we really needed to find a Guardian Pledge last game, and we did not. All right, let's keep. We also have a Revoke here. I wonder if I just lead tap land into Revoke, because they're probably going to play a tap land themselves. I'm going to do it. You can still play double one drop if they play a basic, so I think leading step is the line here. Just wanted to make sure I could turn to revoke their land. They're still likely to play a tap land on one. Okay, nice. So now triple one drop or inspiring overseer. I think triple one drop puts one more power. Maybe playing overseer is better against counterspell if they have another island. But resolving double Thraben is also pretty good. So if they just play Island Pass, I'm just gonna crack Clue. Wow, they kept a cleansing wildfire hand, so we got incredibly rewarded. Now I'll just attack with all play Overseer. So the land destruction plan is working so far. Okay. Now if we just have strands up, it's gonna be fantastic. They don't really have that many untapped red sources either. Yep, got him. Sweet. Stick with the land destruction plan. I could side out one Guardian's Pledge for like one more Soul Sister, because they do control our board a lot. 4 of these is a ton, but it's also good against Cannonade, so just keep it in. So many 3-drops in our deck right now, but I think we're fine to be a little bit more clunky, especially if we're just trying to kill their lands. Keep this, for sure. Probably just lead on step into Squadron Hawk on 2 if they don't have double blue up. Ooh, maybe we're revoking on 2. They need to have Mountain into Wildfire. So now I'm probably just playing Veteran. I guess I can play Tapland Veteran, because I don't really want to play Revoke. They'll just probably counter it. The Johnny's Pride not legal as far as I know. Otherwise, we would play it. Kind of sucks to have to play out both steps, but I think it's the play. They got Mountain. Now they can Cleansing Wildfire, but then they won't have Counterspell up if they do. All right. Definitely want to double spell here. Just deciding if I want to Hawk or Revoke. I guess I lead on Moonarch Veteran. They're probably not going to counter. And then I go for Revoke. I'd rather resolve Hawk, I think, at this point. It's tough to say. They're going to burn that Veteran. Okay. I can also just disturb this Veteran. I kind of like it. I do want to resolve this Hawk. And next turn, if they're tapped out, I can Screech, Flashback Screech, or I can get like Unicorn down. Just see what they do. Okay. Planes, attack with both, and then probably go. Maybe revoke into Hawk. I would rather resolve Hawk still. Get one of their 2 blue sources. They're trying to counter, but they just mistapped. And then I resolve Hawk, get a bunch of Hawks. Which is also good with Unicorn and these creatures. Sealed. Yes. It's so good when you draw 1 Hawk, but it's really bad when you draw like 2 or 3 Hawks naturally. It's obviously the downside of the card, but when you get to resolve 1 and get the other 3, it feels so good. All right, Cannonade us? No. Tap out from OED. Okay. I guess I'm just resolving Unicorn Hawk this turn. Then they need an indestructible land in order to go play indestructible land, Galvanic Blast the Unicorn. I think it's better than waiting, so I'm gonna just do it. Could have also just resolved Thraben because I do want the clue, but it's tough to say. This is interesting too. Like, I could attack with just Hawk, and if they trade here, then my Unicorn goes to a 5/5 from my Luminous Phantom, then they can't really kill it. I think I'm willing to trade Hawk for another counter on Unicorn to protect it from Galvanic Blast. They just play another Muldrifter. I think that's good for me. Because now I can gain a bunch of life here. I can go Screech, Flashback, Screech, and play another creature. I'm kind of walking into a Cannonade, but my Unicorn is just getting so massive here. All right, we have an 11/10. So kind of doing it. See if they can deal with this huge Unicorn. Seagate, I mean, they need Cannonade. Bridge, 5 cards in hand. If they let us untap and save our creatures with a Guardian's Pledge, that's going to be crazy if we drew that. I don't want to overcommit even more into Cannonade. Maybe I just attack with everything right here. They get to go like, eat this with Seagate, eat this. I wonder if I want to grow Unicorn anymore right now. Also, if they Wrath, then my Luminous Phantom grows my Unicorn even more as well. I think I'll just Spirited Companion. Trigger, trigger. Another Unicorn. Just going to attack now. Fire Ice? I think they have Fire Ice. Ice the Unicorn. You got it. So I still could attack with everything. They block Luminous Phantom with Muldrifter. Seagate blocks Lunarch Veteran. They take 6. What if I don't attack with Lunarch Veteran, but attack with everything else? Or just attack with these flyers. They eat a flyer, take 4. Then I get a gain life trigger. I think I'm just going to wait and just play another, just resolve another Unicorn here. All right. Stonehorn Dignitary. That is bad news for us. We don't really have interaction for that. Late to dinner Muldrifter. They still need an Ephemerate, but if they just lock us out from attacking, oh no, that might be too late. I don't think I really need to go any wider, but maybe I should just start with Crack. Actually, I'm just going to play Hawk and then leave up Guardian's Pledge, I think. Man, if they're able to assemble the Ephemerate loop, I think we get locked out. Galvanic Blast that right now. I think I just need to let this resolve. Because I think I can just kill them next turn if they can't stop me from attacking. Cleansing Wildfire. This is a good sign. Seagate. Okay. No Ephemerate one time. Bridge. No Ephemerate yet. I think I'm safe to crack Clue here. They only have 2 mana right now. But they could have a counter spell. Damn. I could just Guardian's Pledge main phase. But they also might ice the Unicorn. Go with Raven. Then play another Thraben. They have 4 cards in hand. I'm going to attack with everything here, or at least try to. Ice it. Do it. I'm going to try it. They probably have Counterspell. They're chumping. Oh, they have a Late to Dinner? I'm going to go for it. I don't think it's getting much better for us. Red, white? Fire? They do have fire. Still get to kill like everything. Put them to 6. They can still Ephemerate. Oh, do they have? They don't have Ephemerate yet. So they get to have us skip 1 combat here by Late to Dinner Stonehorn. They need to find Ephemerate still. Okay. We'll see if they can find it. Revoke. It's not really doing anything at this point. Battle Screech. That's a good way to reload. They also have these 2 food tokens. I don't think that's super relevant. So if they have Ephemerate, I think we just have 0 outs. I guess they could potentially not be able to kill us if we gain enough life. They're at 9. They can gain 3. Go to 12. It's not like I can not attack with Unicorn to not put this in the graveyard. Gain 3. Fire. Oh, Galvanic Blast, the Luminous Phantom. Sure. Yeah, this card's good. This card's sweet. They're at 4. I don't think we want to commit anything else to the board. I want to be able to reload if they have a Cannonade. Just gonna pass. Seagate, scary. It's more looks at Ephemerate. No, they found it. Do they have enough mana for everything? I think they do. Wonder if I didn't attack with Unicorn, then they couldn't have put that in the graveyard. But then they still just find Ephemerate. It doesn't matter. So I think we lose, most likely. We need to gain life now. They still need to kill us somehow, but that shouldn't be that bad for them. They just assembled the lock in time, it looks like. We maybe want some relics in the sideboard for this type of matchup. Could have gone a long way. I guess we don't have that many ways to even gain that much life. Guess we just go. Braid the Lunarch Veteran. Okay. Actually, I guess I just don't flashback right now. I'm not gaining life. I suppose I could concede as well, but again, I don't think that they can. I guess they can kill by just like getting better and better ephemerate loops and then killing all my stuff and then winning. We're just gal blasting us. I think we are 100% dead here. Might just concede to just not take 10 more minutes to lose. I guess they could also mess up and not have us skipping a combat or something. But doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Then they get back counterspell here, most likely. They just got back late to dinner to be safe. Late to dinner Seagate. Like they're going to be able to kill us before they mill out. We're only at 38. They can win just by looping and getting back Galvanic Blast infinite times. I'm going to just try to play all my stuff here. Well. I guess I'll just keep F6ing basically. Make them do it. They crack food, sure. They have plenty of time as well. So yeah, eventually they can just keep looping Ephemerates, Archaeomancer, and Stonehorns, and then they can eventually have us. They can stack up how many like combats we skip, and then they can just start getting back Galvanic Blast to either kill our creatures, or they can just keep getting back like Late to Dinner, Mole Drifters, drawing cards, then start making a bunch of birds with Soul of Migration. But I think their best line is probably just starting to Galvanic Blast us. They killed both Luminous Phantoms. It's not good for us. I suppose I could have not played that. I think Ephemerate is a pretty dumb card. It just leads to bad play patterns,
Sick.
like we've seen with Evoke. What's up, Beefsmaster? Thanks for the sub. It's just like these Ephemerate loops are just pretty brutal to have like be the best thing to do in the late game. Because like right now we feel like there's a chance they won't be able to kill us, even though I think we're so likely to be dead if the opponent doesn't make a mistake, but you feel like you should keep playing. So it's just a really bad feeling. It's not like a deterministic win because there's so many clicks, time is a factor, opponent could make mistakes, you know, all these things matter. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have the heart to register the mono white heroic, the menace. That's gonna take a lot. I still think signing out all the soul wardens was a good call. They just have so many ways to deal with that with like fire ice and water removal and stuff. So opponent is looping pretty quick. They have 7 cards in hand. They're going to take the Monarch here or something? That would be incredible. No. Just Malidi of Ephemerate. We're at 40, so they only need to Galvanic Blast us 11 times. That's not even that hard. They have 11 minutes on the clock as well. That's a ton of time. Again, my best chance is just to hope they essentially think that I'm going to skip a combat and then don't actually Ephemerate Stonehorn. But again, if they play correctly, it's just super unlikely. Interesting. So they have a late to dinner for the Archaeomancer. Now they can reset up the loop. They have 17 cards in library, going down to 16. We're at 41. Mono White Rogue is honestly fine. It's just like I don't really like that deck that much, and I don't really have a strong desire to want to play it. They have another Archaeomancer. Cycle Step. Just start taking out white sources, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I guess I can start taking out red. What is this? They're trying to counter? Yeah. Not sure if we can win here. Probably not. Fire the creature and us. Wicked, yo, what's up? Glad you can make the stream. It's a good thing to talk about while we slowly die. What's tier 1 in the format right now? Probably the best decks, if I'm remembering everything correctly. The Fae decks are really good. The Affinity decks are really strong. Boggles has been putting up some results. Black Red Burn has actually been putting up some results. I think there's one main deck I'm missing. What's the third deck that I'm missing? I mean, actually, Blue White Familiars has been putting up great results. Might be just time to admit that that's like the best Ephemerate deck right now. Pretty tough to play. The number one best deck is probably just some version of Fae. Not sure though. I'm playing Faeries tonight in paper, blue red. I like blue red a lot. I like it more than blue black. Just enjoy the play patterns of blue red better. Plus, I like having access to Pyroblast post board for the blue mirrors. Just a little extra reach from Bolt. The big upside of blue black is just having the 0 mana removal spell. We got ahead on time, but it's just not going to matter. They should have counterspell in hand. I haven't really even been paying attention. Oh, just F6 by accident. I mean, if they're not going to make me skip my combat, I'll take a combat. They should have been getting back counterspells. I think they have Ephemerates. Yeah, they do. They just didn't care about the doggo. No, I think Stompy is just kind of getting outclassed by these new really powerful cards. All right. We could have conceded 5 minutes ago, but there's been a lot of times where I tell myself, okay, you should concede here because you're just so likely dead. And then the opponent just like messes up and I somehow get the win, or they don't see onboard plays, stuff like that. So my advice is don't just concede when you make a mistake or you think they should have the win no matter what. Just keep trying because people make a lot of mistakes. or people might not even see on-board plays that both players can see. So just keep playing. I think if you want to win some more games, I think it does come up pretty often. Again, a lot of games where I said I should concede and then didn't. I've ended up winning. So if I had conceded those, I would have won. Let's go round two. All right, round two. Let's see if we can play against Burn. Let's see. I think this is just a mulligan. It's close. One more land I would keep, but I think we have to chip it. Man, we're on the play too. Sucks. Oh my god. We have 20 lands. Put back Veteran or Soul Warden. I wanted to keep Doggo because I want to be able to, if I find lands, I want to keep drawing cards. Jewel Thief felt fantastic in Rug Ponza. I thought it was going to be good the more I thought about it, and it was better than I expected. All right, well, we have a lot of hate for Affinity, so hopefully it's just Affinity. Okay, nice. I think they're on a mulligan to 5 too, so we can win this. This was really unlucky. Just with 20 lands in our deck, and our hands with one land on the play are just not really keepable. But 2 lands were fine. Just kind of rough. Okay, they turn 2 double Mirror Enforcer. Jesus, why? Why does it have to be like this? This is brutal. Maybe this deck does need Journey to Nowhere just to deal with like random 4/4s. But we can still win by going wide. We can get flyers. If they want to race, we can potentially race, especially if we draw like a Battle Screech right here. Ichor Wellspring is fine. That was a pretty insane 5-card hand. Ooh. So we only hit for 15 right now if we Guardian's Pledge. I think we want to wait one turn. They're going to attack again. Really wanted to draw any play there to just have a better Guardian's Pledge next turn. But I probably will cast it next turn because we could draw another one too. Plus, we just put them to 1 here if they attack. Nice. Battle Screech. Okay, now we just Battle Screech, Flashback Screech. We get to gain 8 life, and then next turn Guardian Pledge for the win. It's got to be the line. Plus, I just gain a bunch, so I don't get burned out. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to win here. They bargain gain 2, but they don't have actual counterspell here somehow. Looking good here. They might not attack. Okay, they're attacking. Whoa. Maybe this is just blue-black Affinity. Either way, they are dead. Nice. So they're playing this improvise card. I mean, their 5-card hand was good, but I guess we just got lucky to draw the Battle Screech. I guess we didn't even need that. It was all about the Guardian's Pledge. Oh yeah, let's go. I don't know if we even want Journey to Nowhere. I think we just want to go wide. What else can I cut? I think cutting a bunch of sisters is good here too. And then Unicorn does seem pretty solid, but just for curve reasons, maybe cut one and like one Inspector. Spirited Companion seems good. I think I like this. So we have 8 sisters still, essentially. It's better against Wrath. I'm leaving in Veteran and not the Soul Wardens because against the Wraths, the Veterans are just so much better. I don't think I want Strands. It's not that good against if they have the 1-mana 1 the red creature that they can sack an artifact to deal 1 to each creature without flying. Yeah, 3 planes and a Dust to Dust looks good to me. Spirited Companion, that'll fill out our curve perfectly here. Nice. Loving it. The AMC 2000, is that how you say it? Ooh, would I rather just Hawk? Yes, I would. I'll just get 2 Hawks, I suppose. I don't want to have to discard here. We're probably going to draw the other Hawk next turn. Oh, got to attack. Always better to Hawk and then draw cards, because if you draw cards first, you could draw more copies of Hawk. So it's better to like thin your deck of the other Hawks if you can. But we are just going to slam a Dust to Dust here, and that might just prompt a concession, honestly, depending on the opponent's hand. Sometimes Affinity can beat many Dust to Dust, and sometimes they can't beat one, so it just depends. You have to kill both of these bridges. Leave them just on Vault. Whoops, that would have been a bad misclick. That's also a reason why if you tap the mana first and then click on the spell, it'll automatically cast it if there's no targets. So if I had tapped 3 and misclicked Guardian's Pledge, it would have cast. But it's better to click on your spell first, then target, and then pay, and that reduces your chance of misclicking. So that's a nice like Magic Online trick. And they kill this, sure. I guess I could have attacked first. That was a mistake. Lost 1 damage. Next turn, maybe I Companion Hawk, because I want to draw towards more Dust to Dusts here. I'll get another Hawk. We're close to the double pledge on turn 6 here, which is nice. Turn 5, we can go Overseer plus Hawk. Or if we draw a 1-drop, we can potentially go Hawk, 1-drop into double pledge on turn 6, maybe. Yeah, Karat Clan Shaman is the card I was thinking of. Yeah, that's true, but I thought I wanted to play Dog first, even though I could draw the last Hawk. Maybe I draw another creature, I wasn't sure what, that I might want to play over playing Hawks. So maybe you're right, but I thought I could draw into something I'd rather play instead of Hawk, so that's why I did it that way. All right, now I'm just going to attack and then play Hawk Veteran, or I guess Veteran Hawk. Because if we draw land, this way we can just double overrun, kill you next turn, or even just 1 overrun, kill you next turn. But I get to add 3 creatures to the board. I guess they could have Fiery Cannonade, but so be it. I want to build up enough where I can kill them through a removal spell. I think we've used all our mana every turn this game. Is that correct? 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Turn 4, double double 2-drop turn 5, use all our mana. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Use all our mana on turns 1 through 5. It's really nice. Yeah. All right, nice. That'll do it. Upkeep pledge. Land, another pledge. Nice. Got him. Affinity should be a pretty good matchup just because we have so much hate, and we happen to be able to steal game 1 with a kind of a lucky draw. But yeah, this card's pretty impressive. I mean, it's like, it's the only thing in Pauper that's 3 mana +2/+2 for all your creatures. They have to be white. This costs double white. So there is, you know, some high downsides to this, but there's other ones that give like +2/+2, but they're sorceries. So this being an instant is so much better because you can use it to counter like pyroclasm type effects like fiery cannonade or electricity and stuff. So Guardian's Pledge, yeah, doing work. 1 and 1. Let's go round 3. All right, round 3, we're against T-Man. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. I'll snap keep this. Not the craziest hand. We have 2 hawks, but as long as we don't draw the 3rd hawk here, right? Opponent keeps. I think it's better to Thraben and then tap land Thraben rather than going like tap land either into double Thraben or hawk on 2. I think this is a better line. We could also just draw planes. And then maybe we get to play hawks. Ooh, is it burn? Nice. No Soul Wardens though. Classic. Okay. So now it's just hawk, get both hawks. And then try to draw one of our 12 Soul Wardens and keep drawing Soul Wardens. I'm actually not going to attack as well because we should win the long game. I don't need to like rush to kill them. Yeah, it really sucks when you have multiple hawks in your opening hand, but that just happens sometimes. We still got to play a 2 mana 1/1 flying, draw 2 more 2 mana 1/1 flyings. Like that's a lot of value. Still, it just sucks that we have another 2 mana 1/1 flying in our hand already. Like, sure, it happens. We drew 1 less card off our hawks. Curse. Okay. Let's just yield to this for now. Okay. I think I'm just going to go and play Inspiring Overseer, attack for 1 in the air. Again, our best draws are any Soul Wardens. Nice. Now we're starting to get a clock in the air. Next turn we can gain 1 and they have to kill this. So looking good. Searing Blaze the Overseer. It's fine. We might need to draw even more Soul Wardens to win this game still though. Also, I could think about sandbagging this, but most likely that I'm not going to do that. Because it could be an interesting line to go like Thraben, crack a clue, play a tap land, try to draw another Soul Warden so I can go like Soul Warden, creature. Maybe that is better. Plus playing another Thraben into this board is solid. I'm at 14, they have 3 cards. I'm actually going to do it. No, it's got to be better to go Soul Warden, Thraben, tap land, gain 2, I've guaranteed. That's got to be it. This should be like, I think this matchup should be basically unlosable, but we might lose this game. But I think this matchup is very, very good. I don't think I've ever lost a Soul Sisters versus Burn matchup, but it's possible, like I said. Can actually attack. They want to trade one of these for actually no, because I could draw a Guardian's Pledge as well. So they basically have to burn Soul's Attendant here. Otherwise, I get to continue to gain life next turn, yeah. So this gained us 2 life, and they had to point a burn spell at it, so it gained us like 5 life, essentially. Double Curse is kind of scary. Soulward. Thraben. I think I just play... I can play Hawk Hawk to have more pressure. I think I'm going to do it. I still have creatures to play if I draw a Soul Warden. This way I can start attacking more. Just attack for 1, I think. Again, I don't really want to trade Thraben for one of these when I have 4 Guardian's Pledge in my deck. Yeah, Hawk pressure for sure, because this puts them so much closer to dead if I do draw the Guardian's Pledge. They suspend Riftbolt, and then they Lava Spike us down to 11. Soul Sister. Guardian's Pledge, okay. So attack with everything. If they go double block here, they take 15, go to 2. I think it's better to go for the surprise Guardian's Pledge for the win next turn. So, as weird as it is, I think I just play out both my creatures. I guess I can attack with everything, and if they... What if they just don't block? Then I can Guardian's Pledge kill them. That's got to be the line. Because I still get to go Inspector Hawk next turn. Yeah. Let's go. Attack with everything. Because they're tempted to... They're going to be tempted to not block so they can attack back. And if they double block one thing, I could just not Guardian's Pledge, or I still can. Might be better to do so. We'll see what they do. Block, block. Okay, well now we just let this happen. We could lose here. They have a Riftbolt suspended. They Riftbolt us down to 6. Then these are putting us to 4. So if they have Fire Blast as their last card, we're dead. So if they block like this, I just let damage happen and then crack Clue to try to find Soul Sister to go Soul Sister Thraben. Okay, so they're blocking one thing. That's so weird. Why would they block one thing? Maybe they are thinking about Guardian's Pledge? I still think I'm probably going to crack Clue. Let's see. Let me just double check. It's only 15 damage, right? Yeah. Okay, so let this happen. And then crack Clue. Hope to draw any Soul Warden to gain 1. We don't. I guess I can play Companion because I could draw a land. I can just trade Companion for this. Kill them next turn with Guardian's Pledge. So we have to just not die to Fire Blast. Which could happen. So Fire Blast kills us. I feel like they probably have it. Cycle Forgotten Cave. Chain Lightning us. And Lightning Bolt us. They had it. Damn. Just so classic to play against Burn and then not have any Soul Sisters, but that's okay. I still think this is a great matchup for us. Like a fantastic matchup. Strands also is pretty good. Don't know if we need companions in this matchup. But we also want journeys. And then I need to side out one more card. I could side out one Battle Screech. Or I guess I don't need that many Guardian's Pledge as well. It does help us race, but 3 is still a good amount. Could also side out like one tap land, go to 19 lands, but I think I like siding out a pledge. The record thing is broken right now, but we're 1-1 in the league and we're down a game to burn somehow. I can't believe we lost game 1 to burn. It's just so bad. Come on. We even have a cop red here. All right. Not mulling this. They mulligan to 6. Drawing another 1-drop would be fantastic with this hand. The Pawns Elite was really good. I would recommend checking it out on the channel. We did well. Deck felt really strong. Soul Warden, pass. I actually like this art of Squadron Hawk better than the promo. All right, they have Martyr. So I'm not going to play the second Soul's Attendant here. I'm going to play Hawk. And then I'm not... I guess I can even attack. Because then they're just still trading 1 for 1. Each creature without flying. I mean, trading for this is fine, right? It's just going to kill this anyway. I guess they have to tap mana to do so. Maybe that's wrong to attack. Because now they don't have to spend 2 mana. Damn. Yeah, it's probably a punt. But now I get to play the Soul's Attendant. So I think it's actually okay because otherwise I probably wouldn't have been able to play this. They could just pass. They can also Lightning Bolt Soul's Attendant in response to Hawk. It's attack for 1, play Soul's Attendant, play Hawk. It is what it is if they bolt this in response. It's just 2 mana efficient to not take this line. Plus, if they have to bolt this, we essentially gain whatever life they would have bolted us, so it makes it harder for them. And they're gonna just probably Rift Bolt the Soul's Attendant. Next turn I can go Screech, Flashback Screech, because the Martyrs don't actually hit flyers. They Rift Bolt us, so they probably have Searing Blaze, is my guess. Yep. We're at 17, they have 3 cards in hand. I'm going to get to make 4 more flyers next turn, and then 4 more flyers the turn after that. Another Martyr, but that's actually not that good because we have mono flyers. Thraben. Screech, Flashback, Screech, attack for 1. Next turn we can go Screech, Flashback, Screech again, and then just kill them pretty quick here. Not too worried about a Cannonade. Down to 14. Okay, maybe we lose. They only have 2 cards left, though. A lot of needle drops. That's good for them, considering they're on a low amount of resources at this point. Journey to Nowhere. Let's see, they're at 18. So if I Screech, Flashback, Screech, attack for 5, I have 6, and then 10 damage next turn. I don't have lethal next turn anyway, but I still think it's the line. Yeah, I don't need to journey that martyr. I'd rather journey like a thermal alchemist if they have that. Could even consider journeying that, but I should have lethal in 2 turns regardless here. Skewer us down to 8, 1 card left. Skewer us again down to 5. The good news is nothing kills us from like 1 card. No 1 card in their deck can deal 5 damage. They concede. Nice. Whew. So we had 2 Soul Wardens. We never gained that much life off either one, but we were still able to race there. That was still too close for comfort. We just need a draw where we have like 3 or 4 of these. I mean, we have 12, so it's a lot. Strands is also so good because if we counter a burn spell with Strands and then counter another burn spell with the flashback, it's just, that's so much value. No, I have not. I'm going to keep this. This hand's awkward, obviously, with 2 tap lands, but we have triple, like, Soul Sister, and Moonarch Veteran seems really good. Okay, nice. Let's go. So I'll probably just play Veteran and another tap land next turn. Hopefully we draw Plains here. We also have Strands. This hand's really good. Curse. Okay. Definitely playing Veteran. Really want to draw Plains. We have 16 Plains in our deck to draw, plus 2 more steps. And they Lightning Bolt Veteran. Okay. We're at 16. Nice. So now I just go Veteran, Warden, Warden. Gain some life here. And if I'm able to flash back Luminous Phantom next turn, okay, it's just freaking out. That's going to be really strong. Because then even if they Wrath, I gain more life. I could also just leave up Strands next turn. Might do that. Can play Inspiring Overseer. A lot of lines. Wow, they killed that one? I think I want to play this because then they have to kind of kill the Luminous Phantom. If they kill the Soul Wardens, then I gain life off Phantom. They concede. Yeah, okay. This should be a good matchup. Can't believe we lost game 1, but this card is insane in the matchup. Obviously, all these are insane. Like, you reg this deck because when you play against Burn, you should win those matches, and then your other matches, you still are just like a decent, mid-rangey white deck that can take games. Like we just crushed Affinity as well, and yeah, the control deck should be a little bit rough. We lost to Jeskai Ephemerate in round 1, but yeah, this is pretty sweet. All right, let's go round 4. All right, we're against Campo in round 4. He's a really strong Pauper player. Pretty active in the Pauper community, so really, really nice person. Let's play first. 1 land on the play. I just don't think this deck can keep these hands. Man, it looks like so close. If we had 2 lands over any spell, I think this hand would be a keep. But I think it's just a mulligan because if we don't draw a land literally on the first turn, it's so bad to miss a land drop here. Come on. Oh man, it's got a 5. This is so rough. I think I'm keeping... Should I keep the Unicorn? Probably not. It costs 3 mana and I have 1 mana. See what Campo's on. Looks like Fae. Really need to draw land or resolve Hawk. We really need to drop deck Plains. Brutal. Could even attack. I don't want to get ninja here, so I'm going to. Might be a good trade for them, but yeah, they're just gonna ninja me anyway. Should have attacked first. And we didn't even draw untap land because resolving Hawk is just so critical in this matchup. Worst case scenario, they have Moon Circuit, Replay, Miscreant. Okay, no ninja. I'm not playing Hawk into Counterspell, that's for sure. Really needed to resolve this last turn. Wow, both those resolved. I was not expecting that. Really was not expecting that. I wonder if they have a snap here or something. Or they just have Counterspell but chose not to. Oh, tap out for divination? That's fantastic for me. That might allow us to get this game. So now we get to resolve a Hawk, draw 3 Hawks. Thought we were gonna draw a Hawk there. That is just so huge that we were able to resolve that. I'm shocked they tapped out for up 1 mine. They might just have a bunch of up 1 mines in their hand. And I'm trading this Hawk for a Miscreant here. They attack. We also have them down to 13. But they have 6 cards in hand. They snap the Hawk. That's not good for us. So now if they go Ninja, Replay, Miscreant, it's just so much card advantage. They have it. Damn. So now I have to start staying back with at least 1 Thraben. Really need to draw planes. Now up 1 mine for 1 mana. And then they leave up Stutter or whatever. Just have to go Hawk here. I figured it would get countered anyway. Oh, snap the Soul Warden. And counter. Okay. I think I can attack with... They've already played double snap. Sure, they could snap this, but I think I need to keep attacking. What I need is more planes. Really just need to draw exactly like planes the next 2 draws. I mean, I have 6 cards in hand. I can't cast all of them. Got the mailman. Moose is growling at him, but he's not. He usually fully goes off, but he's not today. Our mailman's so nice. He always goes, "Oh, how you doing, bud?" He starts talking to Luz. He goes, "How you doing?" "Okay, well, got some packages here for you. Make sure to tell him." He's a really nice guy. Oh, they have another ninja here. Please no. Ugh, gross. That is gross. I mean, we mulled to 5 and kept a 1 lander. Didn't get there early, so rough. Third of 1 mine. Jeez, it's disgusting. They know about Soul Warden, so guess I start on that and then play Inspector. I'm gonna attack. That deck usually plays a lot of mutagenics as well. I'm gonna try to double block their ninja, bind the monsters. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Now I have to chump, so the attack may not have worked out, but I'm going to chump here. Don't want them drawing more cards. Come on, please. I have 4 clues as well. I'm just so far from cracking them. This is honestly, it's just so painful. This is why you need cantrips in your deck. I think I'm going to chump again. Not sure if I should there, but I probably have to try to trade for spells that are if this resolves, they counter a hawk. Yeah, we're dead. The 7 wasn't that much better than the 5, honestly. We just didn't draw lands. Okay. We have 2 cop blues. I don't even know. I don't even think we need Journey. I think I'm fine to just have all creatures. We can cut like a Guardian's Pledge and a Companion. Yeah, let's go with this. This looks fine. Yeah, I was thinking about getting the second cam to film lose, but haven't gotten around to it. I don't know about this. If we draw planes, this hand I guess is good. I don't know. I mean, we have 5 1-drops in our hand, so even if we miss like 1 or 2 turns, we can still get there with this hand. Oh, nice, Dragon. What'd you play? This is a risky hand, yeah, but I'm feeling it. I think the upside of this hand's really high, and if we continue to miss land drops like last game, this hand's obviously really bad, but if we hit, it would have been good. I'm going to not trade here. Actually, I will, because I have a bunch of other Soul Wardens, and I don't want to get ninja'd early. And they could have another Miscreant as well. I mean, you blue-white Ephemerate? Or blue-black with Ephemerate? But they ninja, we gain 2. They hit, draw a card. Land. Damn. Let's play Thraben to chump with, I guess. I mean, obviously my keep was incredibly risky, but imagine if we drew 1 planes. Even on that draw step, our hand would be really strong here. I think I chump. I need to prolong the game to try to draw land. Miscreant, oh, Faeries here, okay. Soul Wardens can be pretty good in this matchup. They probably have spells that are here now. And this is just so unbelievably brutal. Definitely a risky keep, like I've been saying, but I wonder if I have to just double block Ninja now. Maybe that was a. Oh no, it wasn't a bad attack. They might also have mutagenic here, but I'm going for it. Yeah. And another ninja on spell setter. This just feels so bad. All right, they draw a card, miscreant, 3 cards in hand. One of them's a spell setter though. Just gonna pack it in. Just never drew a land. Bad mulligans in the first one, and then sketchy keep that didn't get there. I still don't hate that keep. I mean, we had 19 lands to draw. If we drew any of those, our draw is actually pretty good. So again, I don't think that's a bad keep by any means. A lot of power. Again, pretty risky. It looked like it was so bad because we never drew a land, but even if we drew a land on the second turn, it was going to be pretty good, or even the third, we would have had a chance. But just never drawing one, of course, we're going to lose. So, yeah. All right, let's go 5th and final round. Let's try to go positive here. All right, with a decent draw here, we're against Typhus 733. Would you like to keep? I would. We're on the draw, but again, our hand is good. They mulligan to 6. Let's see what we're up against. They say U2. Rustvale Bridge. Okay. I'm going to just play Soul Warden. Ooh, Hawk is a great draw, especially with this pledge in hand. Probably just going to play Hawk next turn. Plains Hawk. Golden A. Okay, it's just Boros Synth, probably. They could have Kuldotha. We don't know yet. Let's go Hawk. Get 2 Hawks. Yield. Yield. Yes. Okay. Oh, I got all 3. God damn it. I was just saying get 2 Hawks. So now I can choose to discard Battle Screech. I guess I'm going to do it at this point. It just allows me to be much faster. It's not even the worst play in the end, but I didn't want to do that. Especially with Guardian's Pledge, just getting down on board faster seems good. Like next turn I just get to go Hawk, Screech. I guess they could burn this in response to playing Hawk, but yeah, let's just go Hawk. Could have gone Companion here, I suppose, but I think playing Hawk is actually fine. Flashback Screech, and then play Tapland. Actually, again, that line ended up working out, I think, because I don't really have time to play the Battle Screech anyway, but it is a good card to play because it just makes so much stuff. Oh my god. Jesus. Brutal. Oh man. I mean, they have main deck Electricer in their deck, so I'm actually kind of happy they used it already. All right, I'm just gonna try to go Companion, hope to draw land. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna play it. Need more lands. I have a lot of stuff to do with my mana, so we can rebuild pretty easily here. But yeah, that felt pretty bad. Made the misclick on the getting the 3rd Hawk. I guess it was. I mean, I said I wanted two Hawks, and then I got 3, so that was pretty bad. All right. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go Soul Warden into Unicorn. They can spend a burn spell on it, but it's not getting like that much better for me to wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. They have a rally in the graveyard as well. Use Soul Warden's ability. Yes, should auto yield to that. No attacks. They have 4 cards in hand. What did they bounced a golden egg with this? Gonna bounce another golden egg here. Ooh, this is gonna grow our unicorn, so they have to burn this. They're going to, okay. They should have just not done it in this order, I guess. There's no reason to. Okay. Always yes, always yield. F6 their turn. Now next turn, do I just go Hawk Hawk or do I resolve Overseer? I probably just play Overseer and hope to draw land. Okay. Now we definitely play this. Gain 2 life, draw, play a Hawk, gain 1 life. No more Hawks to get. Building up towards this Guardian's Pledge here. Description says Ponza still? I thought I changed it. Man. Sorry. I'm going to change it now, but I mean, the league's almost over. Sorry for that. Didn't mean to deceive anybody. I think I changed it in OBS, but not in not on Twitch. I want to crack now because I could draw another creature I want to play. Yeah. Go for the Guardian's Pledge next turn. Gaining life has been really nice here so far. Yeah, we should just have lethal next turn, most likely. They've shown that they want to race, so this is looking good. No, we're 2-2. All right. I like Galvblast right now. I mean, it's fine. I guess I don't like it, but yeah, this is gonna be a great Guardian's Pledge because they're probably gonna block with Skyfisher. So I'm probably gonna get to kill that hit for a bunch of damage. Looting. Oh, if they have strands here, we probably lose. But I don't. They often don't play strands, but they're playing Faithless Looting. They have it. No, why? God damn it! I probably have to Guardian's Pledge just to make them use strands. It's really bad. Maybe I don't. I only have 3 cards in hand. If I attack with everything they eat like a hawk, take 4, it's not even that good. I think I just play out my stuff. Maybe they attack with everything, don't leave up strands because they don't think they need to. Okay, well, now they're always going to have a creature untapped. We really need like 2 relics in the sideboard. And Seeker of the Way. Now we're just getting outclassed. I can also Guardian's Pledge when they attack to save life. Then they still are going to have to strands or they lose their entire board. Unfortunate because I can't Battle Screech, Flashback Screech, and Pledge here. So I'm just going to pass. I can Battle Screech, Flashback Screech next turn. But, oh, I guess they don't even have to strands. We'll see what they do. They also have a Rally in the graveyard. Another Seeker. The fact that they keep having a creature to play, they're staying back with 1. I think I just try to eat 2 Skyfishers here. They might not strands. If they like strands from hand, it's just like over. This card's really strong. I think I bring in my strands too. That Electricry was just so brutal. They're gonna Galvblast a bird. Yeah. I should have maybe just attacked with all pledge, hope to survive, and then try to draw another pledge, but I don't know if that's actually a good line either. Pass. We might be able to do some blocking now. They have strands and rally in graveyard though. And their seekers are going to be huge. Yeah, this is just rough. Of course, the misclick on the hawk ended up hurting a lot because we essentially lost half of our first battle screech, and then we ran out of stuff to do. So that feels pretty bad. Journey of the Unicorn. They have 2 4/4 seekers right now. They can't attack with everything because they might need strands up. Yeah, they leave it up. Take 8. Go to 6. Oh, then if they can't flashback rally right now. Could chump, but I think I just take. Oh, bolt me. That's lethal. Wasn't playing around that, but maybe I should have. I definitely misplayed that game. Obviously, the misclick early was really bad. I don't even know if killing their lands is that good, but I think it is. What do I not want in this matchup? They're going to bring in more Electricries, so we could just board like... I guess Unicorn is pretty good, but again, for curve reasons, I'll take one out. Boarding like this a lot. Copperhead is not good. Don't think I want Revoke. 4 Dust to Dust is also a lot, but exiling their synths is really important too. I don't even know if they're playing synth. But killing land plus like, if they only have like 1 golden egg plus 1 artifact land is still pretty important, I think, because that's how they like generate card advantage in their deck. This draw is fine. Pretty good, actually. This matchup still seems reasonable. Just the main deck Electricity just crushed us. If they just didn't happen to have that there, we would have been in a much better position. All right, I'm going to go attack, play Soul's Attendant, Thraben Inspector this turn. Then if I draw Plains, I could just potentially Unicorn next turn. I wonder if this deck also like could just play like Mutagenic Growth. That would be interesting. Because you gain so much life, it's literally a free spell. And they killed a Thraben over... They must have Electricity here. They must. So we really want Plains. I guess they would just have killed this on the stack. They probably have Electricity. I'm just going to crack Clue. Should have attacked first, too. I just felt like they had Electricity there. They did nothing on turn 2. They have so many turn 2-mana plays. They're going to Electricity now or something? We'll see. Spare supplies, okay. Dust to Dust would be fantastic here. Are they going to bounce Great Furnace? No. I want to gain the life. All right, well, now I can Unicorn, make it a 4/4. So let's do it. All right, attack for 2. They would need artifact land or actual artifact into Gallop on Unicorn to deal with it right now. I just put them on Electricity last turn. Raven, sure. Are they going to just crack Clue right now, or do they have Gallop Blast? They do have the Gallop Blast. Okay. Oh, I thought they had. Oh, it's 5. It's 5. So they had Gallop Blast plus Electricity. So I was right about this, but obviously that's still really bad for us. I'm gonna try to draw a land here. Nice. Go Phantom. Maybe should have played Hawk in order to not draw Hawks, but getting the Phantom down first can be good to gain life if they kill our stuff. They've used a lot of burn as well. Don't want to trade for that. All right, let's Hawk, draw the 3 Hawks, and then play a Spirited Companion. There's no rush to play the other Hawks. They have a Core Skyfisher in play. Drawing a land here would be solid. Do I need 5 mana, or can I cycle this eventually? I might need the card. The card might be more important. No, I'll just have to cycle future ones. Might run out of gas, but I think I do need the mana. Because next turn, the turn after, and maybe even the turn after that, I can utilize all my mana most likely. Plus, I can just like maybe play a 2-drop, leave up Strands, or do something like that. Soupy, yo. Take 2, no problem. Now we can also, I was going to say, now we can get down Unicorn, because then if they have another Electricity, the Unicorn gets massive. But that obviously isn't the case anymore. Okay, I can triple Hawk. I can go Thraben, Hawk, leave up Strands. I don't really want to play a blank Unicorn with no life gain out. I think Thraben plus Hawk, leave up Strands is the line. Kind of telegraphs what we have, but we can always crack clue later if we want to. Them discarding the Strands in game 1 was pretty brutal for us. Skyfisher bound spare supplies, replay it. We got the engine going. I could just Strands to put it into the graveyard, but I don't think I want to. I think I can slowly play out all my stuff. I'm gonna crack clue here though. There's a veteran. That's actually pretty good. And a Screech. So I'm 1 mana off. I could just go Veteran Hawk. Next turn, Unicorn with Strands up. That's what I'm going to do. Just going to keep taking it slow here. Continue to leave up Strands. We don't have the ability to discard it like they do, but I mean, just casting it is obviously still pretty good, even if it's forcing us to just leave up a bunch of mana all the time. Could just Strands here. I just think it's just way too greedy. Do I just double block or triple block a Skyfisher? Then they go for a removal spell on 1. Then I'll just play Strands, name White. Yeah, I do want to cast the Strands if they let me. They don't. Spare supplies. I'm playing Unicorn next turn. Still at 18, so not really in danger of dying. This is a decent position because it's going to be hard for them to kill. Maybe they can kill this one, but can they kill the second one also? I don't know. It's also pretty obvious that we have strands because we're not playing Hawks. Could have attacked for one there. They just draw. Thought that was another electricity, but that would have actually been good for us, I think. I would have just strands it. Galv Blast. Alright, let's go for it. See if they have second electricity. Flaring Pain. Wow. Good on the opponent for bringing that in. They can just flashback Flaring Pain on the flashback strands. Man, I was not expecting them to have that. Wow. That was so brutal. Okay, we have 6 mana. So I go Soul's Attendant, Unicorn. Phantom. Attack for 1. Or do I can attack. They can't really attack with their ground creatures into Unicorn. Or I guess they can, but it's probably a mistake to attack in the end. We have strands, but they have Flaring Pain. Looting. Be interesting to see what they discard here. If they discarded their own strands. No, just 2 lands. And drawing Dust to Dust at this point's pretty bad. The fact that they're cracking Clue is good for us, though. Looks like they're not playing Synth. I think that's kind of crazy. At least they should be playing like a couple, right? Maybe they have 1 or 2. I've seen builds like that. So they do have a Flaring Pain. Damage can't be prevented this turn. It's crazy. Overseer. So I probably just go Screech, Flashback Screech, and play Hawk. They do only have 2 mana up right now. Guess I'm attacking with my Luminous Phantom. I'm not blocking with it. Play the last Hawk. Have they played 2? They played 2 Electricries this game. See if they start jumping Unicorn now. They do. We really want to watch out for multiple rallies from them. Because now with an 11-10, it's a good way to win. That Flaring Pain is so funny. That's so and it did work. I guess they're just assuming that we're gonna have strands too, but they didn't even know we were gonna do that or not. Like they don't even know if we have strands in our 75. This could have just been a dead card. I think I just quad block this. They have 4 cards in hand. They only have 5 mana, so they can't rally, flashback, rally. Bolt Luminous Phantom right now. Okay. I could have strands that they're probably going to play strands from hand is what they're going to do. Overseer, draw land. Probably want to present a lethal attack, so they have to play strands from hand. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Can I afford to attack with all of these? If they have rally, flashback, rally, that's +4. That means I have 16 damage, but I have still 2 blockers. It's fine. Yeah, so that was pretty obvious. We just wanted to represent lethal. Just so funny, both of us playing this card back and forth. And then with the Flaring Pain to counter ours. Okay, Seeker of the Way is strong. We gain a life though. Flashback looting, sure. I also need to have a red up for Flaring Pain. We're 2-2 in the league. They discard Rally Rally. Wow. It's pretty scary. What we could do is draw the second strands, which would be solid. Because then we strands, they flashback Flaring Pain, and then we play another strands and kind of blow them out that way. Okay, it's a cantrip. Dust to Dust. That actually isn't too bad. They have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I can hit 2 lands, or I think I hit the spare supplies plus the bridge. Because they can cash this in for a card at some point. I can attack with Overseer, then they have to trade with Hawk. I can't really attack with my 1/1s. I think this is worth. They're probably just going to trade with a Hawk for Overseer. That's my guess. Oh, they're flashing back strands. So they're going to try to set up flashback rally, flashback rally, flashback Flaring Pain. But I still have decent blocks. And do they have enough mana for all that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they play a land, they do. Looting from hand. We still don't want to flashback our strands from graveyard if we don't have to. Because again, drawing a second one makes our first one so much better. Maybe we should just have like one more copy of this in the sideboard potentially. They're attacking with everything, so I'm gonna make a bunch of blocks here. I'm at 18. They have this, which can hit for a lot. They don't have any more strands. They're just going to go rally, flashback, flashback, rally, flashback, Flaring Pain right now. So assuming that's the case, how do I want to play this? If that's the case right now and they flashback both those cards, then I get hit for 3, 5. This gets up to 5, 6, 7. So I get hit for 12. They gain 5. Oh no, they gain 7. Go up to 23. And I have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't even have lethal on the crackback. Can just chump the Seeker of the Way here. Yeah, I think I should block Seeker. Just decide if there's anything else I can do. I don't have to double block this. But I feel like that it's good. They're gonna flashback rally. I still think I should chump here just to stay at a higher life total. They're gonna let damage happen. So if I flashback strands, let's see, they're only gaining 3 right now, going to 20. And I actually have 15, 17, 18. Oh, I only have 19, but any creature I draw becomes lethal on the crackback, potentially. Just gonna let this happen. Keep the strands in my yard. I don't need to strands right now. Wait. Oh, I have lethal. So they have another strands in hand, most likely. Play this now. Okay. Play this right now. They don't have, they have to play something. Oh, so they have strands. So this is 20. Leave the Overseer back to block. I think so. Yep. I think what we really need to draw is our second copy of strands. They also have to stay back here though, because we're still at 17 with a couple blockers. They don't even have that much mana. What a match. This is sweet. We have to hope they don't have Journey to Nowhere. They're attacking with all those creatures. It's actually funny because I'm not going to strands here, but this seems good. Then it leaves them just with Seeker. I guess they could strands, but this seems pretty aggressive from them. Like, do they have Journey? Raven. And they're going to have to keep chumping this. Crack Clue? They have one card in hand. Okay, it's actually funny because we do need to keep growing this unicorn. Land. I'm gonna hold this and kind of scare them like I could have, um, second strands. Do I want to attack with Raven? Don't think I need to. So they just flashback strands. You got it. But I wonder what their last card is. Could be land. Could be another strands. They've played 2 of them. We don't know how many they have. I'm not gonna F6 as well. I'm gonna just like act like I have second prismatic strands. Yeah, there's a lot of burn right now too. Makes this deck better. Better choice for the meta. Attacking with both. Oh, so they have 2 more rallies? Oh, they never flashback rally. That's right. I think I just trade here. They bolt Soul Warden. Wonder if I try to save it. I don't think so. Make them use the Flaring Pain. Might be worth. This is a tough decision. So if I make them use this, they're also going to gain 1 more life. They're going to gain 4, go up to 24. And I'm only going to have 21 power, or 22 power. Right now they're going to 23, and I only have 22 power. What, they could also just let this resolve. I'm just going to let it resolve. Ooh, what if I also... I guess I could have Strands there and then name White. I'm just going to continue to wait. I think leaving this in the graveyard is like a bigger threat, basically. Core Skyfisher back Radiant Fountain, maybe? Replay it. Now we're in kind of a rough spot again. Nice, that's a really good draw. Triggering this is, it actually matters, which is funny. Dust to Dust. Can't cast that yet. All right, they're at 3. We're still at 16. Flashback Looting. They don't have that much mana. Like, they're gonna have to chump. So if they get too aggressive here, it could end up costing them. Glint Hawk back land, replay land. They still have Flaring Pain up right now. They don't need to Flaring Pain in response also, they just need to do it before the damage. But they have to chump. Ooh, what if I also double block Seeker of the Way? Then do they have to flashback Flaring Pain? And then I let that happen and attack back. This is tough. Double block Seeker. They have 0 cards. So if they want to save their Seeker, they have to flashback Flaring Pain. They can just not. Wait, what about I also cast Strands right now? Then they just flash this back. Then I have no good blocks. But if I just go block, they flash back Flaring Pain. I let it happen. Then I still have Strands up. I like it. They might just let this happen. Yeah, they're going to do it. Okay. Nice. So it's attack. And then just play Screech for some chump blocks. We're still at 14. They concede. Nice. And we're behind on time by like 10 seconds. Whew, what a game. They didn't need to flashback Pain to gain life because they could have just chumped with Glint Hawk, right? They were gonna gain 3 off the Seeker already from just it hitting. It was a 3/3 lifelink. So they were gonna go up to 6. So they didn't need to do anything if I didn't block. So I think I actually ended up liking that block. Okay. Okay, yeah, but if I flashback Flaring Pain, or if I flashback Strands, in response they flashback Pain, then they still gain 4. But if I double block and they flashback Flaring Pain, then I retain my Prismatic Strands in the graveyard. It's just better for me the way I did it. Because with their Flaring Pain in the yard, if I flashback Strands, they were going to gain 4 no matter what. And this way they ended up doing it, but I still left this in my yard rather than using it. Might want to cut some of the Dust to Dusts. Maybe I bring in like 2 Journey. They're playing it pretty loose also. I can bring in like Journey plus this, cut 2 of these. Maybe I just don't play Dust to Dust at all, but they do need a lot of mana. I think I like 2 of them. Do I want second Journey? Having their Seekers does seem pretty good. Or even their 1 blocker for like a big unicorn. Throwing it like this. Yeah, the attendants look good, but they also play badly into Electricity. I have to play fast here as well, so might not be able to talk about all my decisions because clock is real in this matchup, and plus it's even on clock right now. So I am gonna play Plains over Step here because I'm probably gonna be able to cycle this Step. I might just be jamming a blank unicorn this game. Just gonna F6. I want to stay up on time. I think I will be. Oh, they bounce land. They have another play. Interesting. Maybe they're going to play another Thraben? No. Then I can either play second Unicorn or start playing Overseer's Journey. They're not doing that much yet. They only have 2 cards in hand. And I'm taking these like suboptimal lines to try to play fast for the clock. Relic. That's interesting. Their deck heavily relies on the graveyard. Oh, that's going to take time to pop these out. I have to always yield to it as well. Nice. Trigger this. Yield. Oh, I almost misclicked on Thraben. That's why you don't tap the mana first. Still up on time right now. Let's yield to this. Yield to this. Electricity. Okay. Ah, they had the Galblast. They just drew it. We're still looking okay here. Up on time as well. Should have done the veteran first. Yield and always yes. Yield, land. They could have actually popped Relic at some point in response there. They chose not to though. Clock is real here. I had to think carefully about some decisions last game though. Drawing Hawk there was really good. No, they're actually using time on all these triggers too. They're not F6'd. We've been able to use most of our mana every turn as well. Opponent's trying to play really fast. They could have another Electrickery, I suppose, but I'm not sure if they do. I think I'm just going to play all my stuff. Scrying now so they can F6. See if they top. They bottomed. Still up like a minute on time here. Gaining life is also nice to just like not die. They're also almost dead. I suppose they could find Electrickery. They do. Okay, we can still Screech, Flashback Screech. They're at 7. We're at 29. They have 1 card and 1 land in hand. I think we're actually ahead still somehow. Drawing land there is bad, but... really close. We're a little flooded, so are they. This game could go on for a while longer. They're scrying. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, again, I might not be playing perfectly here, but I need to play as fast as I can. Come on. If they go for an attack with this, I probably just block with like everything. Maybe I just go like this now. Oh, they have rally. Damn, that was a mistake. I should have double blocked here and triple blocked here. I was trying to play a little bit too fast. That's actually really punishing for me. I lose my entire board now. I'm in trouble. That was a mistake. Okay, not bad. I'll take it. We're still at 21. They have another rally in the graveyard. They use it right now. Interesting. 2.5 minutes on their clock. Thought it was F6'd. Maybe I turned it off. It's a great draw. Come on. They have 2 minutes. Do I try to block the Seeker? I think it's too risky. They have a Lightning Bolt. No, maybe they do. Okay, that's a really good draw. Now I can try to triple block the Seeker potentially. See if they top here. They do. I'm gonna go for it, I think. Because I have the strands. Galv Blast. us. Okay, resolves. And then I can strands pro white and then rally. White, f6. Now we have strands in the graveyard, which is really nice. We're up like a minute and a half on time. Ooh, that's nice as well. They scry. I'm likely going to be able to get the time win, so I don't really need to go for damage win. They're taking a lot of time to scry every turn. What did they do on that one? They put it on top. Relic. Okay. So they're going to rally, and then I'll flashback strands. Or I could just Guardian's Pledge, kill their thing. I think I just strands, though. I don't know about this. For white, I think they're just trying to play fast. They're at 17. We can only hit for 15 or 12 here with the Guardians. Oh, that's huge. The one journey we brought in. Not going to even pledge here, I don't think, because I can play around Electrickery and any Wraths that they might have with it. Can't quite kill next turn even with Guardian's Pledge either. Looting. They have a lot of cards in hand, actually. No, that was just because of looting. Okay, Thraben, redraw. So next turn I probably will attack with all and then just pledge to kill this. Glinthawk, but no actual artifact to give value here. I think I'm attacking with all. Ooh, another strands is really good. They're not blocking anything. Do they have strands? Maybe. Just not gonna play it. Oh, I should have left one thing back. Oh, and they have Flaring Pain. Can they kill? Hopefully not. Looks like no. I got really lucky there. Now I can attack with all. And go for pledge. Okay. Whew. What a match. Yeah, playing fast is huge. So we went 3-2 there. What did we lose to? We got crushed by Mono Blue Fae when we had some bad draws. And we lost round 1. What did we lose round 1 to? Oh, Jeskai Ephemerate. Yeah, that's kind of a tough matchup. Let's go to the list. Honestly, the list felt pretty good. There is some consideration to have like some number of Journey to Nowhere main, but I like kind of just having all creatures plus Guardian's Pledge. Draws in the last game were really good. Yeah, still went 3-2, so that was awesome. Deck felt pretty good. Like I almost feel like I want to cut a land, but the only games we were losing is when we were getting mana screwed. And we were getting a little flooded in the long game sometimes, but I think there's just no real way around that. We're playing like all the cantrip and creatures we can for the most part, while still having some like power in the deck. It's possible we could play somehow the new Squadron Hawk. It's the 3-mana 3/1 that finds the other copies of itself. But I don't know if that's good enough. It's pretty clunky, and I think our other 3-drops are just much better. I do want maybe another copy of Prismatic Strands because that seemed really good. I don't know if we need double cop blue. The Faeries matchup, I guess, does seem kind of tough. I think the Boggles matchup is actually not even that bad. I can cut Scorn because I have double revoke, Scorn, and you can beat Boggles, just they can't really interact with your Soul Sisters. So if you get 2 or 3 of these out and then start making a huge board, you can outrace them just by gaining a ton of life in that matchup. So yeah, I don't think I want a Radiant Fountain or 2. I think the burn matchups are already really good. So like you always want to be able to cast these on turn 1. I just don't know if you need 1 Radiant Fountain. So yeah, not sure. Anyways, I think that'll wrap up this YouTube video. So thanks everyone for watching. YouTube.com/Snapbolt. Go to the channel, sub. Really the best way to support me. Thanks so much. Till next time, YouTube. Peace.